What is up, Pokepeeps and Masters? It is Russ here, PokeRuss here, and we are back for another deck tech. And you know what? Over the weekend, I went out to Chicago with some buddies, and we played in the awesome Dragon Ball Super Card Game Celebrations. And we did pretty freaking well, if I had to say so myself. We played in a decent amount of side events, and we won a lot of prizing. So Dante over here did pretty well yesterday's. He top cutted in yesterday's Gunslinger. He went 5-1, and he wants to show off his deck. So this week is pretty much going to be deck profiles from me and my squad that we took to the events. And yeah, I just want to show you some of the decks that we took to competitive events and stuff like that. If you have any questions, make sure to leave them down in the comment section. And let's get started. So what'd you bring to the celebrations, Dante?
Well, today, you know, I kind of did a back throw to one of the old leaders a few sets ago. I played Shenron.
So going into this weekend, what were your thoughts on what you want? You had a couple ideas of what you wanted to play.
Well, initially I kind of wanted to play, you know, the new Vanilla Goku, but you know, I feel real.
Tell them about Goku's best friend, Crisis Crusher.
Oh, well.
So, not to interrupt him, but going into right before like side events started and everything, we were playtesting everything, and he was pretty confident that he was going to run this Goku deck, the Kid Goku Wish deck, kind of a yellow variant of what I previewed a couple weeks back, and his opponent dropped Crisis Crusher, and he just was like,
"This hurts."
Yeah. So he kind of stepped back to what he knew and what he's really good with. And you've seen it on the channel before. And he's even, I think, no, he hasn't deck profiled it personally, but I profiled it for him. So we're going to jump back into...
Well, as you all know, we all know what the Dragon Balls do. We all know what Shenron does. Pretty good leader. Well, I played the original Gogeta Shenron. So let's get right to the deck profile, if you don't mind.
And this deck did really well. Like I said, we went 5-1 in Gunslingers yesterday when I'm recording this. So Saturday, and did what, 4-2 in today's Gunslingers.
Yeah, today.
Yeah.
And it's the best of one, so you're gonna find some text in here. So as you know, I run, well, Dragon Balls, but I only run 6 normal Dragon Balls because I run one star ball. It helps get stuff to my discard pile, gets me what I need.
Definitely, if you're looking for Dragon Balls, and this is something I suggest if you do want to run a 1-star. This is one of the first ones you grab, because, and especially if you're going first, it's so crucial when you drop one of their cards before they even get to do anything. So they mulled for specific cards, and you force them to drop right out of the gate, and usually you don't have much to play on turn 1. Sorry.
No. Well, you do have something to play on turn 1, but we'll get to that later. We run 4, power bursts because negates. Why not? You get the sparking. It's very easy. Run 4 Senzu Beans, because Senzu Beans, you get a plus 5k, helps in a pinch, especially if you play 2 or more.
Probably the most played card in the game.
Yeah, totally most played. My super combos were 4 Temporal Trunks, because sparking, you gotta fill up your graveyard real quick.
It's because Trunks is the best character. Just saying. Cheers, way better.
We don't talk about that.
No.
We can tell which character we like. I played 2,
2?
Oh, no. 4 objections. I'm sorry. 4 objections. Objection mana ramp. Get you to that Gogeta faster. And because Vanilla Goku was a thing, and I was thinking what beats it, what stops it, Son Goku striving to be the best. This card, MVP put in that work. Turn 2 or less can attack. Like I said, people want to know how to beat the Vanilla Goku deck. Here's a card. Blue. And it's blue.
I've talked about it a couple times.
Yep.
I think it'll be up here. Right above my head.
And we run 3 Progressive Recovery because, my next card that I'm going to show you, you bring it back from the graveyard on tap 2 mana. Bro, even if you play it, you definitely tap 1 mana to play it. Just so good.
It allows you to go wide really quickly.
Yes. And like I said, 4 World Peace, get stuff you want to get from the graveyard. Gogeta. Very good. Helps you get this against the Goku matchup. Just untap your mana. Because, come on, you play it for free and you can untap 2 mana. What is not good about that? You play your Power Works, you play your Senzu Units.
Now show them, this is definitely a Dante Spice here.
This is something I've seen a few people do, but I think it's fun. You run one okay Perunia. Because you tap it, allows you to draw 2 cards. It allows you to pick a card on your opponent's field, plus your card, and bounce everything else back to deck, shuffle it. It gets around a lot of things, especially things that have barriers. Things you don't want on the board.
Yeah, and
it's
kind of another way other than Kami to stop people from going wide.
Yep. And the friend to be our Goku over here is Crisis Crusher. You use this, they can't attack with the turn 1s, they can't, their Kabbas, their Trunkses, their Gohans, the Gokus,
the other
Gohans. Everything that's turn 1 or less can attack. And then you just say, oh, that Goku you like so much, trying to get that 8er on board, you just pop it. Kills turn 1.
Pretty nice.
Pretty good. And you have Preface, and then you have Sneak Attack Vegeta. Had him in there because, as I told you, I'm running Gogeta. Perfect to defuse with.
Allows you to go Gogeta earlier, especially with the objections. You can drop fusions turn 3. It's crazy.
So, I know I'm running Gogeta, so can't run Gogeta without all costs Vegeta. This card puts in work. You play it untaps the mana, you draw a card, then, opponents per turn, you take 2 life, you give triple attack, and if you have 5 or more mana, it's triple attack and blow something up.
Finisher.
And then, as a finisher, you use Shenron's effect, it gets triple strike, triple attack. And it's big.
It's fat.
3,000 for all mana you have. Very good.
Yeah. Probably the second fastest card in the game with Mira.
Then you play 2 Shenron's Majesty because you give a crit, triple strike, triple attack. Oh boy.
They can't really do much against it.
Nope. And then his other effects, what people don't ever talk about, but if you don't have this out and you just want to untap 2 mana, he allows you, and then he draws you a card. Or he could special summon something with 200 less.
So this is very, very nice. This allows you to recycle this in the Goku matchup.
Yep, in case you have to combo with it or something else. But every time you activate one of his effects, you draw a card. Deck thinning, deck winning. I play 2 of the Ultimate Fusion Gogeta. This card is good. You want to send something back that you can't, like Gogeta can't be KO'd. Wait. Send it to the bottom of the deck. So you draw 2 cards. Very good card. Double rated.
I mentioned in the previous video, you probably saw prior to this, in Anthony's video, that I was running Slug, and we'll deck profile that later this week. But this definitely put in work against me, in other decks and against playtesting against him. This really gave me issues because Slug likes to have things in discard pile, likes to have its bond live, stuff like that. This kind of just puts things back into deck, back at the bottom of the deck, and you're just like, well, I guess I'm not pulling them back from the discard pile then. So this definitely puts in work against certain mid-range decks that really go heavy.
Very good. And of course, you can't have this deck without Gogeta.
Turn 7 Gogeta.
Turn 7 Gogeta. You play him. He has Barrier, Deflects, can't Cold Bloodlust, but then the Sparking 10s, you remove a life, and your opponent has to shuffle their hand back into the deck. So all their strategies, everything, they go down to 3 cards because they just draw 3, and then from there you can give them triple attack, triple strike, give critical, and it just becomes a big, beefy beat stick that just your opponent can't roll over because they only have 3 cards. And one last card, everybody should know what this is. 10 drop Demigra because you can play. You have you have enough black cards in the deck to play. They're everywhere. So what this does is you swing with it, you can rip 4 battle cards from their hand. Very good finisher.
Oh yeah.
Don't play it too early. Because I messed up a match doing that.
So, is there any memorable matchups you want to talk about or anything like that? Or is there any changes that you'd make to the deck if you were to take this deck back to Gunslingers tomorrow? Like, say there was an event tomorrow and you were like, okay, rolling back, taking this to Gunslingers again, is there anything you change about this deck? Is there any text you'd put in? Like, is there a lot of a certain deck you saw over the weekend that you're just like, maybe I should prep more against that instead of like Kid Goku? Like, so you have a lot against Kid Goku, which isn't a bad thing. It's a very prevalent deck. It was at top tables consistently.
Yes.
But is there anything that you were just like, I could have handled this better?
Playing Demigod too early. Could have held back on that. I mean, nothing I'd really change about this deck to anything I fought. A lot of good people today, a lot of nice people, and like, no, just don't play this too early.
Awesome. So this is Shenron Gogeta 2 sets later, and this thing's still rocking its top tables. So like I said, this week we're doing a lot of deck profiles, mostly because I was out of town all weekend doing this kind of stuff, so don't really have much more content. Plus, I want to bring you guys some amazing deck profiles that were hitting the top tables and doing well, that we piloted, me and my group. So if any of this tickles your fancy, we do Dragon Ball Super CCG, we do Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle on channel, we do some Yu-Gi-Oh! Speed Dueling, Pokemon TCG, all that kind of stuff on channel. If any of that is your kind of cup of tea, hit that like button down below, hit that subscribe button, let me know you like this kind of content. Any questions, like I said, leave in the comment section down below. We're about to have new t-shirts and stuff on Teespring, so check that out in the description box as well. And yeah, we'll probably be back with another deck profile video tomorrow, so stay tuned, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great day, guys. PokeRuss, Dante, peace.